Good afternoon students, welcome to the online class of Biology for Engineers. In today's class, we'll continue with the Unit 3 topic, that is cell division. In the cell division, we'll study about the two processes, that is the first one is mitosis and the second one is meiosis. Cell division is very important for the growth and development of all the living organisms. In the first process, mitosis will mainly occur in the vegetative cells. The body cells of the organisms and helps in the growth and repair of all the body tissues. The tissues will be repaired by the division process, that is mitosis. Meiosis will occur in the germ cells and will help in reproduction process. The production of gametes, the male gametes and female gametes will be produced by the process of meiosis. In the cell cycle, we have here the interphase and the mitotic phase. This is the cell cycle. In the interphase, we have three phases, that is G1. G here is gap phase, gap 1 phase. S here is synthetic phase. G2 is gap 2 phase. So interphase is divided into three phases here: G1 phase, S phase, G2 phase. In the G1 phase of the interphase of cell cycle, the RNA and proteins are synthesized. Full form of RNA is ribose nucleic acids. In this phase, G1 phase, a lot of RNA and proteins is synthesized. Next we have S phase or the synthetic phase. It is the most important phase in interphase. Here the DNA is synthesized. DNA, deoxyribose nucleic acids, are synthesized in the synthetic phase or the S phase of interphase of the cell cycle. G2 phase. Next we have G2 phase is gap 2 phase. During this phase, the synthesis of RNA and proteins will be continued. The continuation of the RNA and proteins we see in the gap 2 phase of the interphase of cell cycle. M here is mitotic phase. Mitotic phase is having 4 phases, that is the first one is prophase, second one is metaphase, third one is anaphase, fourth one is telophase. So M is mitotic phase. In this division phase, consisting of 4 phases, first one prophase, second one metaphase, third one anaphase, fourth one telophase. So interphase is having 3 steps, that is first one G1, second one S, third one G2, and M is having 4 phases. This interphase and mitotic phase are included in the cell cycle. Next we have mitotic phase. Mitotic phase will have the first process, that is karyokinesis, and the second one is cytokinesis. Karyokinesis is the division of nucleus. We have seen the structure of cell in the unit 1, the prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell. In the cell, inside the cell, you can see the nucleus. The division of nucleus, we call it as karyokinesis, and the division of cytoplasm, we call it as the cytokinesis. Cytoplasm is the fluid content. The fluid content of the cell is cytoplasm, and the division of cytoplasm is called cytokinesis. The division of nucleus, we call it as karyokinesis. In the karyokinesis, we have the stages, that is the first one prophase, second one metaphase, third one anaphase, fourth one telophase. Interphase will have the phases G1 phase, S phase, G2 phase. These are the stages in mitosis. Stages in mitosis: A, B, C are coming under the prophase stage of mitosis. The first stage of the karyokinesis of mitotic phase is the prophase. This is the cell. Inside the cell you will have the nucleus. This round structure is the nucleus. Inside the nucleus you will have the nucleolus. We have seen in the structure of cell. Inside the nucleus you will have the chromosomes. These fine thread-like structures are the chromosomes. CHR means the chromosomes. Chromosomes we see inside the nucleus. Inside the nucleus, the fine thread-like structures are the chromosomes. This dark stained body is nucleolus. Nucleus, chromosomes. Inside the nucleus we have another structure, that is nucleolus. The fine thread-like structures, what we see inside the nucleus here is chromosomes. In the prophase stage of mitosis, chromosomes here are long and thin. Thin, long, thread-like chromosomes we see in the prophase stage of mitosis. each chromosome will split into two halves. Chromosome is splitting into two halves called chromatids. You can see here, it is splitting into two halves called chromatids, and the two chromatids will be joined at a point called centromere. CEN, you can see here, means centromere, the center of the chromosome which is dividing the chromosome into two chromatids. So chromosome is splitting into two halves called chromatids, and they remain united at a point called centromere. So nucleus, it will be surrounded by nuclear membrane. This is the nuclear membrane which is surrounding the nucleus of a cell. So cell is surrounded by the nuclear membrane. You can see the nuclear membrane in A, B, C. The nuclear membrane is disappearing from the D here. Nuclear membrane is disappearing in the D. So next phase here, D is metaphase. During metaphase, this dotted lines SP here is spindle fibers. The fibers or this dotted lines, we call it as spindle fibers. The formation of spindle fibers will take place in the mitotic phase, in the metaphase. A to C here is prophase, D is metaphase. In the metaphase, the spindle fibers will be formed. These lines which is attaching, these are the chromosomes. The dotted lines which are getting attached to the chromosomes, we call it as spindle fibers or the spindle apparatus, which is forming in the metaphase stage of mitosis. Spindle fibers, they are extending from this chromosomes to the poles. At the center, the center of this spindle fibers, we call it as equator, and the corners, we call it as poles. Next, in the E here is anaphase, the third phase of the mitosis. Here you can see the movement of chromatids. Chromosome is divided into two chromatids and they are joined at a point called centromere. Centromere is dividing the chromosomes inside the nucleus into two chromatids. These two chromatids, we can also call it as daughter chromosomes, because chromosome is dividing into two chromatids called daughter chromosomes. Here you can see the movement of the chromatids in the anaphase stage. They are moving towards the poles. The corner point, the end point of this anaphase, we call it as pole. The center, we call it as equator. So in the anaphase stage, the daughter chromosomes, they are moving to the poles by the spindle fibers. These dotted lines are the spindle fibers. Here the chromosomes were arranged at the equator, at the center of the spindle fibers, and here the chromosomes start moving towards the poles at the end of this structure. Here you can see they are moving near the end of the structures or the poles of the structure by the help of the spindle fibers. Spindle fibers is pulling these daughter chromosomes to the poles or the ends. They are moving towards the end by the spindle fibers in the F stage, that is late anaphase stage of the mitosis. G and H are the last stage, that is the telophase stage. Telo means here the end of this mitosis, where by the end of the telophase you can see two daughter cells. One cell will be finally dividing by the cell division process of mitosis into two daughter cells in the telophase stage, the last stage of the mitosis. CHR means chromosomes, NU is the nucleus, centromere, CN is centromere, nucleolus, spindle fibers, cell plate. CP here is cell plate. These dotted lines are the spindle fibers. These are the chromosomes which are pulled towards the end of these structures. This center line is the CP, cell plate, which is finally dividing the daughter cells into two daughter cells will be formed by the end of the mitosis. So mitosis is very important for the growth of all the living organisms. Next process we have here is meiosis. Meiosis will have two steps here. The first one is meiosis 1 and the second one is meiosis 2. First meiotic division and the second one is second meiotic division. Meiosis, we are calling it as reduction division or heterotypic division. Meiosis is called as reduction division because it is a special type of cell division in which the chromosome number will be reduced to half. The chromosome number will be reduced to half in meiosis. That's why we are calling it as reduction division. The chromosome number is getting reduced to half in meiosis. Meiosis will occur in the germ cells and helps in the formation of the male and female gametes. In the first meiotic division, we have the first process is karyokinesis 1 and the second one is cytokinesis. We have seen in mitosis, karyokinesis is the process of division of nucleus. Cytokinesis is the process of division of cytoplasm. Division of nucleus we call it as karyokinesis, and the division of cytoplasm we call it as cytokinesis. Karyokinesis, we have again prophase 1, metaphase 1, anaphase 1, telophase 1. In the prophase we have again 5 stages, that is leptotene, zygotene, pacatene, diplotene, diakinesis. In second meiotic division or reduction division, we have karyokinesis 2 and the cytokinesis. Karyokinesis again will have prophase 2, metaphase 2, anaphase 2 and telophase 2. Meiosis is actual reduction in chromosome number will takes place in the meiosis process. The first one, prophase. In the prophase we have the first process, that is leptotene. Here the chromosomes. Chromosomes are thin structures, thin, fine thread-like structures you can see inside the nucleus. With small chromosomes with beaded appearance. Small beads, small dot-like structures you can see on the chromosome in the leptotene stage of the prophase 1 of meiosis 1. Next we have the second stage, that is zygotene. During zygotene, the synapsis process will take place. Pairing of the chromosomes will occur. Chromosomes will start pairing with one another. Chromosomes pair with each other. This process we call it as synapsis. In zygotene. Then we have pacatene. In the pacatene, each chromosomes will produce 2 chromatids. each chromosome is having 2 chromatids. So pairing is taking place. So 2 chromosomes will have 4 chromatids. 4 we call it as tetrad. Pairing of chromosome by the process of synapsis is helping in the formation of tetrad, 4 chromatids in the Pachytene stage of the meiosis 1 of prophase 1. Here you can see this chromosome, each chromosome is having 2 chromatids. Pairing by the process of synapsis is helping in the formation of 4 chromatids, and they are joined by this dot-like structure called centromere. Centromere is helping in joining of the chromatids, 4 chromatids. Each chromosome will have 2 chromatids. Pairing, one chromosome is paired with other chromosome by the process of synapsis. So it is forming the tetrad, 4 chromatids. Are formed by the synapsis process. Pairing of chromosomes is taking place. Two chromatids of the same chromosome, we call it as sister chromatids, and chromatids, two different chromatids of different chromosomes, we call it as non-sister chromatids. Sister chromatids are 2 chromatids of the same chromosomes, and non-sister chromatids are chromatids of different chromosomes. Crossing over between non-sister chromatids will help in the formation of chiasma, that is the genetic recombination, production of new species, evolution of new species, evolution of new organisms will be taking place by the genetic recombinations in the chromosomes by the crossing over between non-sister chromatids of the chromosomes. This crossing over between non-sister chromatids of the chromosome, we call it as chiasma. So sister chromatids, non-sister chromatids, this X-shaped structures where the chromatids are contacting with one another. You can see in the Pachytene stage of the meiosis of the prophase 1. Next we have diplotin. In the diplotin, crossing over will be continued between non-sister chromatids of the chromosome. Thickening of chromosomes will be taking place in the diplotin stage. Then we have diakinesis. The chiasma will be moving to the end of the chromosomes. Nucleolus will be disappearing. Here you can say nucleolus disappearing. Then we have metaphase 1. In the metaphase, spindle fibers is formed. Spindles, these lines, spindle fibers is formed which is getting attached to these X-shaped structures, the chromosomes, chromatids. Formation of spindle fibers will take place in the metaphase 1. The chromosomes are at the center, that is to the equator. Then in the anaphase, the chromosomes will start moving to the corners, that is the poles. Spindle fibers will undergo contraction and separation of the chromosomes will take place, and they will move towards the corners or the poles. Chromosomes here, they are at the center or the equator. Center, we call it as equator. When they are started to move to the corners, to the end, we call it as poles. Due to contraction or pulling of the spindle fibers, they are moving towards the end. Telophase. In the telophase, 2 daughter nuclei, each with chromosomes, will be formed in the telophase. 2 daughter cells will be formed in the telophase 1. Then prophase 2. In the prophase 2, we have here daughter cells, 2 daughter cells with the nuclear membrane. Again, these cells are surrounded by the nuclear membrane. Then metaphase 2. In the metaphase, spindle formation, spindle fibers will be formed. The chromosomes will be arranged at the equator at the center. In the anaphase, the chromosomes will start moving towards the poles. In metaphase, here chromosomes are arranged at equator. Here also in metaphase 1, chromosomes arranged at the equator at the center. In metaphase 1 and metaphase 2. And in anaphase 2 and anaphase 1, they will be moving due to contraction or the pulling of the spindle fibers. Then continuation of the meiosis. After anaphase 2, we have telophase 2, which is helping in the formation of 4 daughter cells. Four daughter cells will be formed by the end of the meiosis. So, thank you students. This is about the process mitosis and meiosis. In next class, we'll continue with the another topic of unit 3.